How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here to chill you out. Honestly, the amount of can't even say the words I want to, but I'm gonna say one of them. The degeneracy that I've been seeing on social media is crazy. In the Discord, I know most of you are not in there, but we've been calling absolutely every single Bitcoin move. In fact, when we pumped above the EMAs here, it gave us an opportunity to break out. But the moment we failed, I was calling for the 55 moving average. Now, we had an extreme circumstance. That's an external factor that came into play on Saturday. And what happened? We saw quite a large dump in terms of the size of the candle on the chart, but percent-wise, ended up being nothing. Altcoins got really hurt. But again, the only true coin that matters at all, especially in dips, is Bitcoin. It doesn't matter how low the altcoin does go. If Bitcoin is actually bullish, or knowing that eventually Bitcoin will make a high above 73.7k, then it doesn't matter how low the altcoin goes. As long as Bitcoin is safe, that altcoin will rise once again, and it will always pump more than Bitcoin, but only once Bitcoin has made a new all-time high. So until that very moment, we are technically bearish, guys. And this was something that I called from over here in my Discord. We had an external circumstance, external factor come into play. And then you see all this panic, World War III, nuclear warfare, all this crazy, idea, conspiracy theories floating out. Where in the Discord the days prior, we were saying just because we rejected this area that it's likely the 20 EMA will just give in, it just will, and that we will dump down to the 55. I will literally show it on my screen so you guys can see that. Now, the question becomes, now that we went to the expected area, what happens? Now, in my Discord community, I also called for the bounce as well from this location. So pretty much we came to my targeted area, which was 64k. In that same day, we did go under, but I was targeting 64k, and that is exactly where we stopped because that's where the 55 EMA was. You saw that in the image I popped up on the screen a few seconds ago. And so what's happened is we went below, but we did not lose our lowest supports. Now, the supports that I draw are just showing the lowest points of support. It's not every single support, otherwise I'd have too much on the screen. Equally, there's a support right here, but then I've got two boxes attached now. But you can see that we respected this support. I just don't need it on the screen because I'm just marking out the two lowest points that we cannot lose. So that's 59k and that's 60k. And as long as we're holding above this area, we're looking for a bounce. We got the bounce yesterday and including earlier today. But I mentioned in my Discord, which I will show, that we are actually bearish under 67.7, 71.7, and 73.7k. Until all of these are taken out, until all of these are reclaimed, we are bearish. So even getting above 67.7, it doesn't mean we're in the clear. And in fact, guys, I was actually mentioning in my Discord where everyone's kept up to date. You can't get caught off guard in there. Everything is prepared for you because it's always in the chart. If news wants to get involved, it just makes things happen quicker. Again, we were already predicting all the way from up over here. Last week, guys, we were saying we're coming down to here. Then specifically on the Saturday, we heard about this missiles getting launched. And then all this potential this, potential that, conspiracy theories going about. It just made the process of getting down to my expected target that I was already calling for in the Discord to get met quicker. It happened. I called for the bounce. We bounced. What I mentioned in the Discord was that it's a good first step reclaiming this level, 67.7k. But that actually, I'm anticipating a rejection from here and a rejection from the 20 from this area over here. Look, we didn't even manage to get up there and we are already feeling the resistance. So it's that level that needs to be broken. But we couldn't even get to that price point and we're already rejecting it, falling back down to the 55, 64k as support. It must hold in order to break through. But again, the signal, if we are rejecting this location, is that it wants to lose the golden pocket 64k, and the 55 EMA, all in that one same price, $64,000 psychological level as well. So with that, we want to fill in this wick if we are going to close the daily beneath 64k. And then we're attempting to lose this. Now there is quite a large pattern over here, double top, but we are actually going to zoom out because I want to show you every other case where we've had a double top and it's actually failed. So if we look at where the bull market began, all the way down over here, it's where we in the bear market we saw multiple W's that were actually failing, and then this one right over here worked. And then we started to see M patterns that were failing. Another double top that failed. Another double top that failed. And then what's going on right now? It's just another double top. So this is the point of the bull market. They know everyone's going to make money. So how do we make retail make less money, knowing that all of retail will make money if they just sit on their hands? The only thing they want to do to make you make less money, because they know everyone will, is pretty much on dips, make it look very scary, make it look like it's going to go down, so you wait until that moment, but we never go down. It's just sideways and then up. And that's what I've just shown you with all those failed M patterns, how it sets up the pattern and then we go up. So equally now we've got this huge M pattern, and the risk is, if we never lose this neckline, 59, 60k, then we're not validating the M pattern itself. And if we're not validating the M pattern itself, then we're not expecting downside. So that it's bit by bit, it's level by level. We need to wait. It takes a lot of time to develop. We need to let things essentially develop. There will be opportunities for certain things to happen, but can it take them? Like now, we are forming the opportunity. We're forming a bearish pattern. Will it take the opportunity though? Because if not, we're going to hold this level and we're going to bounce and make a new all-time high. My point from when I mentioned we would dip down to this price point and the bounce that I called in the last day or so as well, I was mentioning that this should actually be resistance. We should dump, and that would suggest us returning back down to here, which will give a chance of a lower high and then for us to continue lower. So I will prepare the targets now for you. But these are not yet a guarantee. Please do understand that, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, comment and share. Please do share these videos. Don't ignore what I'm saying, please. I need the help so we can all grow. You're not going to get the realities that I bring you from any other YouTuber. All of them are just lying to you. And if you've been here long enough, you know that that is a reality. You know that they're absolutely awful and garbage and have no idea what they're talking about. But when you watch my channel, you know that I know what I'm talking about. It's because of the Fibonacci's. And when I hear people saying, Louis, this Louis crypto guy's an idiot, those levels are wrong, those people saying that are idiots. Fibonacci, it's not in only crypto, it's in the universe, it's in the world, it's in the food we eat. Type in Fibonacci sequence, do some research about it. Mathematics explains the reason why we are alive, and this all ties into trading as well. So that is Forex, stocks and crypto. But the one that you'll find most success in is crypto. We've got these bull and bear markets. So with Fibonacci's, and a great explanation of Fibonacci's, there's this pattern where it's like a spiral, like a snail's shell. And when you get to the middle of that shell, of the spiral, it just continues over and over again and repeats itself. So we see that in the human reproduction. We've been here for however many years, and what is the sole purpose is to reproduce. When you look at the universe, it's forever growing, forever and forever and forever. You get to the end point, which you think is the end, and it's continuing to grow. You see this in all stems of life. You see this in the food that you eat, like the vegetables or flowers. Look at some fruit and veg, you cut into it. It's like repeated patterns over and over again, like these geometric patterns. This is all Fibonacci sequence, and Fibonacci sequence ties into trading. And so when I place these levels on the chart, it's not a bunch of rubbish. rubbish. So when I see people going against me, I just know they are actually the idiots, because if they don't know what Fibonacci is, they're not profitable traders. Simple as that. It's literally as simple as that. It's hilarious. So guys, if you want to learn from me, if you want to get to that next level a lot quicker, I have multiple things in place. The Discord community, my ebook, or one-on-one mentorship. Check out the website. The link is down below if you want to 10x your learning curve. You know I'm there. You're just prolonging it, wasting time by not joining. It's down to you. Only you can pull the trigger. And I have a lot of people investing their time in there that are already multi-6-figure, multi-7-figure traders in the community. So just check it out if you want, or reach out to me for those private sessions. Now, looking at those Fibonacci's, knowing that it applies in the real world and knowing that it's not bullshit, you need to realize that these are super key levels that always need to hold. And if some are lost, you go to certain other levels like magnets, because just how maths explains humans reproduce, the galaxy and the universe is ever growing and forever growing and infinite, it's the same here. These levels are repeated over and over and over again because they're like magnets, and that's the golden pocket, and that's these blue lines, these other fibs. So if we lose the golden pocket and then the one fib, then these come into play, these act as magnets. But we can't only focus on just Fibonacci's. There are also support and resistances at play elsewhere. So that's our horizontal supports like this. And that just so happens to tie in with the Fibonacci levels. Look, I can even extend that and you can see the 1 to the 786 held as support. So that's tying two different supports into each other, the horizontal ones, but also the key Fibonacci support and resistances, because we know that it applies in everything in life. It's not just a trading thing. In fact, it existed way before trading. The universe is Fibonacci sequence. So it's billions and billions and billions of years old. And so if we ever do lose this, these are your magnets. But you come to the first magnet, you stall off, we can then reclaim 59k, and business as usual, break the 74k. You could come down to the next one or to the next one, but there are other supports such as the moving averages, like where we're at right now. We're at a key magnet, we're at a key golden pocket, Fibonacci level, naturally occurring things over and over and over again. And this is where you're meant to get an expected bounce. But if lost, we continue down. On the loss of the 1 fib level, these become your targets. With the 200 EMA being at 50k, the longer it takes to actually get down there, if it chooses to do so. It's not a nail in the coffin right now that it will happen. It's just a possibility that we lose 59k currently. Well, you would never expect anything less than the 200 daily EMA. And that's tying up very nicely with the 1618 currently. I'm not calling for this price point because we have not yet validated either the M pattern or lost the 1 fib level. We're currently holding the 1 fib level. We're currently holding support. We're currently above the range low. We're currently above the golden pocket. So everything is saying that we do have the chances of getting out of this. But to get out of this mess, we must reclaim 67.7, 71.7, 73.7k. And without doing so, there's the risk of that rollover. So everything has been prepared for you today. Hopefully I brought a lot of value, which I do anyways daily. If you want to stop wasting time and get to that next level, look, some of the cryptos that I used to be in, that I told you that I sold, you know, the likes of Quant, for example, or the Trias, since selling them, they've got absolutely hurt. Now, I appreciate that they're no special to any other crypto. Every crypto is going down at the moment. But Quant never actually went up before it went down. It just went down. And in that period, when we sold Quant, we saw 20x's in the Discord community. If you want to learn from me, click the links down below, enter the chat, check out the one-on-one, check out the ebook, and I'll see you over there.